Hey St. Luke's and all of our other Holden Village friends, Pastor Mark here with our midweek check-in. Again, it's been a kind of a busy week up here at Holden Village. Today we welcomed a whole bunch of new summer staff. It's exciting. They had a ton of energy to the village. It was really exciting to welcome them all in and start helping them get oriented. It's been raining all day, so I thought I would do a little quick check-in while the sun came out for a minute and use this opportunity to say hi. I hope you're doing well. Last week we celebrated the story of the Ascension, and maybe you heard me mention last week, it's not usually a kind of a highlight of the Christian calendar. Often we think about, of course, Christmas and Easter and other dates, and Ascension just kind of slips through. It's somewhere kind of between the season of Easter and then the day of Pentecost, which we're anticipating this coming Sunday. But I think that story of the Ascension is awfully profound and awfully interesting. I don't think this is Jesus leaving the earth, leaving us behind. I think this is Jesus ascending into all of creation and returning to the place in the Trinity. And I think it's not a disconnecting, but a reconnecting or a more connecting kind of a story. And then of course this Sunday we anticipate the day of Pentecost, where we celebrate the story of the Holy Spirit descending on those first disciples and the Holy Spirit continuing to descend on the church today. We are empowered by that same Spirit, that same Pentecost Spirit that the early church continues to animate us and to call us to life. For those of you that have been around St. Luke's for any length of time, you maybe have heard me preach on Pentecost, and I'm always really interested in that story in the Gospel of John, where Jesus says, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. And then of course it's the Spirit that empowers us to keep Jesus' commandments. But I always wondered, we know about the 10 Commandments, we know about the law, we know about what are Jesus' commandments? And then that reminds me of that story that we read traditionally on Maundy, Thursday, where Jesus washes the disciples' feet and says, now I'm going to give you a new commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. And I think that's the critical key to Jesus' new commandment. The power of the Holy Spirit now upon us is reminding us to love one another. And how do we love one another? As Jesus loved us, with this humble, servant-oriented, boundary-crossing, radical kind of love. And in a world like ours, in a moment like these days, we have a war in Ukraine, we've got mass shootings at schools and hospitals and churches, we've got political tension and strife. I pray that the Holy Spirit would move in us anew. Move in us anew and afresh this season of Pentecost. That love that God sent to us in the person of Jesus might be made more fully known in us. We are now the incarnation of this great love that God has given us in the person of Jesus. And it's in our bodies, it's in our work, it's in our hands and in our words. We become ambassadors and bearers of this great news and this word of love. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're all doing well, and we'll see you again soon.